Korean Zombie Chan Sung-jung got arguably the biggest win of his career so far on Saturday when he knocked out Renato Moicano just 58 seconds into the UFC on ESPN Plus 12 headliner in Greenville, South Carolina. A sensational showing from Jung in this fight. He lands a sick punch early in the first round, drops Moicano, and is able to put him away with strikes. A huge win for him, especially coming off that brutal knockout of the year loss to Yair Rodriguez last November. He needed to rebound. He was saying all the right things going into this fight, and he managed to deliver and get right back on track. Must be noted, of course, he was winning that fight against Rodriguez, would have won the decision if the fight had gone to the judges and just gone a second longer on the clock. So keep that in mind. Jung is still one of the very best featherweights out there, and I think this performance reminded a lot of people. Of course, we know his story. A lot of his career has been taken away due to mandatory military service in his home country as well as injuries, but it seems like he is back in the groove now. Hopefully he's able to fight consistently, and maybe now we can really see what this guy's capable of in the top of the 145-pound division. I think an interesting fight for him next as he tries to climb the rankings and get back to a UFC title shot. Of course, he had once before back in 2013 against Jose Aldo. If he wants to get back there again, I think he just needs to fight a couple more fights, maybe 2 more big wins, and he can be right in the conversation. I think trying to go forward a matchup with Jeremy Stephens, who actually called out the Korean Zombie post-fight, said he wants that fight sometime this year, and I think that matchup makes a lot of sense. He is ranked higher than Jung right now at 145. He is a guy who's been there with all the very best in this weight class, yet these two have not crossed paths at this point. So many bonuses between them, so many exciting finishes. I think the recipe between these two for a great fight is right there, and I think it's the matchup to be made. Just given the divisional landscape, it seems like some of the other top guys are going to be booked or are booked in fights of significance in that weight class, and I think when you're just looking at who's available, who makes sense, doing Jung against Jeremy Stephens coming off this huge knockout victory over Moicano is the move to make for the Korean Zombie.